Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a video. It's on your basic bug out bag, things that you will need for the event of a disaster, may it be natural, man-made, etc. Anything where you may have loss of power, you may have numerous people who have lost their homes and need to have the proper supplies to care for themselves for at least what's the recommended 72-hour period. The target audience I have is for some of my coworkers who have asked, and I work in dispatch, and I'm not around police officers or military personnel as often who have the same mindset as myself and some of us in the tactical community have. So this is not necessarily for accommodating for the equipment that we would have. And I believe I've said fur instead of for like 3 times. So I'm really exhausted. I'm really tired and doing this rush. I appreciate you watching. So just please forgive me with my lack of communication skills today. But I'm going to try to get the basic knowledge you need across. Just because you are in the tactical community and you may have some ideas of how you wanted to create your bug out bag, and this may not be accommodating for you and your weapons, your ammo, your knives, etc. Watch it just because I may make some points that you may have overlooked trying to see the big picture. There may be some small items that you may not have considered. So most of this is some items that either I have, my main thing of how I found some of these items, and the main goal I had was to do this in a cost-effective way, because like I said, my target audience was my coworkers, and most of them are single mothers, and they need something cost-effective and something simple. So one of my main goals was to go to our local dollar store, or Dollar Tree, where of course everything is $1 and cheap, and try to make a bug out bag for at least, $20-30. And I kind of did that, but of course me and my mindset, I found everything in the world everywhere else. And I'm just gonna, just hopefully, if you do see some things in here, whether or not you do train constantly, have for years, etc., you may come across some things that you went, oh, you know what, I didn't think about that. And if there's some things that I've left out, give me some commentary. I'd appreciate it. I'd enjoy hearing insight and so forth. So if there's anything that I leave out, let me know. I'm planning on making several more videos, and I could end up making a secondary video to this, especially going into more advanced bags that you may need. And I've got, just starting this video out, I've got my basic bag, just a little book bag that I've apparently personalized with cat hair, because my cat likes to sleep on this, apparently. It's one I got for free. You can get one for $8 at Walmart. As long as it's the semblance of the word durable, you can use it. And I'm just going to go through some of the basic things I do have in here. Well, it's a basic bug out bag, but some of these items I'm going to call luxury items, such as certain toiletries. By that I mean things such as this. I do go and raid the sample section of a lot of pharmacies and stuff, because everything is $1, 94 cents, 89 cents. It's cheap nonetheless. Got a small thing of shampoo and conditioner. Like I said, I consider this a luxury item, but it's good to be able to have some kind of toiletries like this, so that as a lady, we like to feel clean and feminine and so forth. Staying on the subject of your feminine hygiene, make sure you have at least enough of your feminine products to make it through one menstrual cycle. At least. You don't know when it may show up, and no matter how regular you are, and you need to have these. And I don't think I have to go into detail of how disastrously gory and messy it could be if you do not have your feminine products. So, won't go into too much detail about that. Toothbrushes, of course. I've got one for me and my husband. Again, a cheap little pack I got for $1 at the Dollar Tree. They also came with some protective caps. So I have these. Some disposable razors. I don't really know if I'll be shaving, but I'm pretty sure some other use will come up for them. And if I want to have silky smooth legs during the apocalypse, I might. Or during any disaster. A basic bar soap. I think this is like Ivory soap, maybe. I don't know. Oh no, it's Dial, excuse me. I got this in a pack at the Dollar Tree. $1 for 4 of them. So there's, if you have a family of 2, 3, or 4, you have a thing of soap for everyone. This bar soap should at least get you through a week, depending on how much you wash. Another luxury item, I'm trying to get these out of the way first so we can get into what you actually need. Not saying you don't need these. I got some cocoa butter lotion for, hey, skin hydration, and also cocoa butter doubles as a great lip ointment. I do carry chapstick, but just in case, because you know those little things like to escape and hide somewhere in evil chapstick land. I don't know where they go. I keep cocoa butter. You can also get it in a stick form as well. Deodorant and mouthwash, again, from the travel size section, just something as a luxury item, as I've said. Getting into less of a toiletry luxury item slash multi-purpose item. I'm a big fan of multi-purpose items. I've got Colgate toothpaste. Of course, yeah, you brush your teeth with it. A good thing about Colgate, make sure, this one says triple action, but there's nothing, not specially formulated, I suppose, in any way that it has any baking soda or anything in it. The reason why I got plain Colgate is because plain Colgate not only cleanses your teeth, but it works as a burn ointment. So you actually have a multi-purpose item inside of your bag. Cleans your teeth, burn ointment, works both ways. Getting into more of your necessities, I do have a water purifier and a water bladder. I also keep a few bottles of water in my bug out bag because, granted, yes, it's not really practical for everybody to carry 8 bottles of water or whatever recommended whatever recommended consumption for the day of water. It's not really very practical to carry several bottles of water or go around everybody hauling a 24 pack. So I do have some portable water purifiers and purifiers. Again, I told you I can't talk today. I have some portable ones of those, and as well as a water bladder, because it's something that's compact. I can put in here and store water with it later when I get to a location that has a water source. Getting past that, I do keep a few things of canned food, enough to get me through 72 hours. These would be my dinner. They're compact. There's enough in here to at least give me some semblance of energy. I got these at the Dollar Tree. Again, for $1 you can buy a huge pack of them. I've got a little variety of roast beef and gravy, ooh, gourmet, and some chicken. Again, nothing fancy. Your ready-to-eat meals, any dehydrated meals, stuff like that works just as well. Canned meals, the only reason I'm a big fan of canned meals is because your container that your food is in also triples actually, in a way, because not only is it storing your food, you can cook your food in it over a fire or some type of flame. Well, fire is flame, duh. Some type of heat source, I guess is what I need to say. But you can cook it inside of this container as well as use it as your plate. And getting also past that, if you do not have that kind of container, and I'm going to put this back together so I can show it to you. This is nifty. It hooks together like this. This is a little campfire skillet. What you do, like if you hunt or fish or anything like that, and you can come across any type of game meat that you can clean, you can have this to cook it with after you've cleaned your meat properly. It unhooks right here, like I showed you. This will slide off. You have a plate or another cooking pan that you can put over your heat source. And of course the locking mechanism to lock the two together also doubles as a handle, and you have a skillet, which I'll have to myself in the face with. Getting into your smaller food items, crackers, beef jerky, something that has a long shelf life. Honey, again, multi-purpose item. It has no expiration date. It also doubles in a antibiotic ointment to place on wounds, etc. It's something to keep. It gives you enough energy. It tastes good because it's honey. You know, I don't have to go into too much detail on that one. Your heat source, as I was talking about, when it's not, I hate to continue to use the word practical, but, pardon me, when you do not have the ability, the resources, or you are in an area where a fire may draw unwanted attention to you for whatever reason, they do make these. I got these as well at the Dollar Tree. You unscrew the cap. It has a little wick in here and some fluid. It says it has a 2-hour flame on it. So you can use this to put under some type of rack or can, etc. And you have a heat source to cook your food and for some small warmth or lighting, etc. I am going to get into, well, before I do that, I'm trying to stick with a theme for each part. I do not, in any means, and I have no shame in admitting this, the can openers that go on keychains, I have no clue how to work those. I'm not coordinated enough for those. I don't know why. The little flimsy ones, I really don't know how to work those. I'll be honest with you. If you're like me and the little compact can openers are not for you, you get a can opener. Safe, or pop top lids. But keep a can opener just in case you do come across some food at some point somewhere that's in a can. Pocket knives, again, always carry a pocket knife. They have multitudes of uses, whether you hunt, cleaning game when you hunt, etc. It's a pocket knife. You cut things. I don't really know if I have to go into detail as far as what a pocket knife could be used for. They're important. They're good for defense. A good folder. I have Benchmade and a Spyderco. Those are my recommended. They're a little more costly. If all you can get is a little Walmart knife, a little $10 Walmart knife, cool. It works. What works for you, works for you. Keep them for defense, for hunting, for cutting things. They're knives. Always have at least a pocket knife on you. If you're not somebody who carries a firearm for defense, at least carry a pocket knife. If you're in this type of situation, there's going to be other people in the situation, and they want what you got. So carry some form of defense, whether it's a non-lethal like a pepper spray, etc. The knife you need for multitudes of uses, so always have that on you. And some kind of striking implement, some kind of blunt force weapon, something like that. Into injuries, I have a few basic first aid kits that I keep in cars and so forth, and some that are more specific towards gun and stabbing, gunshot wounds and stab wounds and so forth. This is a pet first aid kit. I picked it up because I'm not a mother. I'm a fur baby mama. I have plenty of furry little loved ones to care for. The reason why I'm showing you this, though, it was $10, I think, at Walmart, but they had marked it down to 99 cents. And the reason for that being is people go, well, why the hell do I need a first aid kit for a dog? And nobody purchases it, so they have to get rid of it. And they're missing out on something great here, because where you get the opportunity to buy a cheap first aid kit, they think, I don't know, for whatever reason, that what's in here is not also able to be used for human beings. So not only does this come with instructions for specific wounds, injuries you may encounter with your pet if you do bug out with your animals, but everything in here works for people too. You have a cold compress, bandages, you know, a blanket, etc. It works in both of you and your furry friend's favor. You both can use the contents of this package, and because of other people not wanting them, they go on sale a lot more than regular first aid kits. A flashlight. And apparently I stole my husband's $200 flashlight, so he confiscated that from me. Whatever. I got this at a public safety distributor, and hang on, I'm readjusting myself here so I don't flash you when I lean over. But yeah, this is supposed to be somewhat of a family video. This is a little $7 flashlight. Runs off of a AA battery. That's right, a AA battery, and I will show you that. It unscrews right here. A single AA battery. All you need for this. So that's another thing. I do keep a few small packs of AA and AAA batteries in case of flashlights. I have a shake-up light, you know, the ones you shake and they stay on for about a minute or so. Because, hey, it doesn't drain your batteries. You may not need a flashlight for an extended period of time. That's good to keep. The awesome thing about this little $6 flashlight, and I will show you, I got this at Ed's Public Safety in Macon, Georgia. If you know anywhere like this, I don't really know the brand name of this. Nebo, if you want to look it up somewhere and purchase it. Nebo, I guess. I don't know. Again, this is a $6 flashlight. Saw it, they were awesome. The cool thing about this, and I don't know how well you can see it, but if you could see around where the actual bulb and so forth is, there is a nice little strike implement. I don't know why I hyphenated that word. But of course you have a light source, now that I've just blinded you, and a defense weapon. So, hey, multi-purpose. Neosporin, triple antibiotic ointment, etc. You know why you need this. Something you need to keep in your bag. Over-the-counter medicines that you commonly take. Any kind of pain reliever, especially a fever reducer, pack these. Okay, make sure you have them. You know what ails you on a regular basis, pains, allergies, etc., heartburn, any of that. You need to get your over-the-counter medicines and keep some in here. I've got to make sure you have your basic fever reducer, pain reliever. I suffer from headaches. I'm going to make sure I have some kind of headache medication in there. My husband has allergies and heartburn. Over-the-counter stuff goes in there. If you have a surplus of any way, you know you fill your prescription medications usually before they run out. So go ahead and open the new bottle. This is what I do. I go ahead and open the new bottle when I fill it. I may have 2 in the old bottle, and I keep them because and I put them in here. I have some problems with chronic UTIs and kidney infections, and so I stay on a preventative antibiotic for that. And this is the type of situation where I would get a UTI because I'm not able to bathe regularly, etc., and may not be able to get the hydration I need. So I need those antibiotics to help me prevent UTIs and illnesses I may have. So I do have 2 in the bottom of the bottle. I'll go ahead and refill my prescription, and I'll keep those 2 and put them in one of the old prescription bottles because if something happens, I need a backup of those prescriptions. Anything you have like that for acid reflux, heart problems, etc., whatever your prescriptions are, try to keep a surplus somewhere as long as they stay in the realms of their expiration date, I guess you can say. Getting into that and some other first aid stuff, I have antibiotic wipes, good for keeping yourself cleaned up, washing your hands, etc., cleaning wounds. This mainly I have just as a cleaning tool, not necessarily for wounds and so forth, but I have them. This was just something we picked up somewhere. It's been laying around the house. Wrist wraps for any kind of sprain, anything like that. Anti-diarrheal medicine, any kind of thing to prevent any stomach illnesses, colds, symptoms, etc. I do have a few of these in here. I don't think I have to go into detail as to why you want to have stomach medication with you when you're on the move. You're eating probably Hormel chili, which is the world's most god-awful thing on your bowels, and sitting in the cold or in harsh elements, your stomach is not going to be forgiving. Keep it. Latex gloves. I have numerous of these. I buy them in bulk. I use them for cleaning my house. I use them for dyeing my hair, which I haven't done in a while, as you can tell by the roots. My husband keeps these on a pouch on his duty belt because he does encounter people at his job that have been injured and are covered in blood, and you want to avoid those type of pathogens, so you have that. Little utility knife. My vicious protector is putting in her input. Valentine. Cool, chill. Every time the ambulance goes by, she barks. Have a utility knife. I don't necessarily have an idea of when I will need it, but I'm pretty sure I might. So, I keep that. Face mask. Anywhere there's an airborne pathogen, these are not your high grade. Valentine! Cut it out. Children. This is not your high grade top of the line mask. Like I said, this is mainly a dollar store raid that I went through and got. I got this pack of 4 for $1. So I have this inside of my bug out bag just in case I do come in an area where there's a lot of people infected by some type of virus, bacteria, whatever that may be airborne, and you just don't want to breathe that air. You can buy more specially made masks at local pharmacies actually. That'll cost you about $20–30, but those are my basic. Rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, I would suggest a much more compact bottle than this. I have no idea why I have the large bottle in here. I think some stuff gets moved around, but anything to help you clean wounds and so forth. Like I said, this video was targeted towards people who I work with who are not in the tactical community. They don't train constantly, they don't think of things like this, and they don't have a firearm, or they may not have purchased one yet, they don't train with one, etc. This is not accommodating for people like that. It may just give you a few ideas of some things that you may need that you may have, like I said, overlooked in trying to get the big picture here. So there's some little things that hopefully I gave you some insight on to add to your bug out bag. And if there's anything that I need to add, tell me. I plan on doing plenty more videos. I would really like the input. So any commentary you have, any suggestions, whatever, leave it in the comment section, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because like I said, there's going to be a lot of other videos coming out, and there will probably be a part 2 of this, and I'll go into more advanced bug out bags as opposed to the basic one like you've seen here. And I've got some other videos coming out too as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, if you have any other suggestions, I'm totally open to that, and I really appreciate your input, and I appreciate your input not only for myself but the people who are watching this to gain some type of knowledge of how to prepare for something like this. So thank you for watching. Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep looking for more videos, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks.